action. Okay, so we're doing compound interest. We already identified that the P stands for the principal amount of money that you borrow or invest. R is the rate. It's given as a percent, but you have to change it into a decimal. Time is the amount of time in years. So, easy way to remember changing decimals to percents is the Dr. Pepper rule. If you're going from a decimal to a percent, you're moving 2 places to the right. Percents to decimals, 2 places to the left. All right. The formula for this is found on the formula chart, and it's here. Okay. By the way, this one tells you how much money you will pay to the bank, or you will pay back. And that includes interest. Uh-oh. Okay. So, includes interest. All right, so for this particular problem, so far we have the, I need to move that down because it didn't do good. Principal amount, $59,000. What's the rate? Yeah, it's 11%, so we convert that to a decimal. That just means we start here and move 2 places to the left. So our rate is going to be 0.11 or just 0.11. Either way is fine. This is going to bother. Okay, and then the time, T is time, 2 years, right here. So now we're going to just input that into our formula. So the formula is A equals principal amount times 1. Yes. Well, I'm sorry. Okay, so now you're going to input your amounts into Desmos because you don't want to try to do this by hand because it's going to be difficult. So your principal amount is 59,000. And then you can do this all on one line of Desmos, and I'll show you one in a moment. Let's see, 0.11, and then your exponent of 2. Let me get Desmos real fast. Okay. So we're oh, my bad. There we go. No, there's no I in this formula. Um, that's a good question. Give me 1 second and I will answer that, okay? So here is how I'm going to solve it in Desmos, as I'm going to input the principal amount times 1. Just out of curiosity, what happens if I do 59,000 times 1? That's 59,000, right? And then, okay, so I'll come back to that. Plus the rate, and then the exponent is 2. No, back up, sorry. Close your parentheses. Yeah. There we go. exponent of 2, and there you go. This number right here, this tells me how much I'm going to pay back to the bank, including the interest. $72,693.90. 72. So the amount A is $72,693.90. Does this make sense? Okay, you were asking me about why is there a 1 there? Okay, so here is the deal. If I have to think of a good example for this. Let me pause my recording. Pause. Okay, so for example 2, you want to identify your principal amount, your rate, and your time. So on example 2, it says that your loan for $28,600 at 7.9% is compounded semi-annually. How much will you owe after 2 years? So we've got our principal amount is what?
So what happens if you don't pay back?
Your credit is ruined, and then you won't be able to buy a car or anything if you don't pay it back.
That's pretty much.
It sucks. It's not a good thing to do. Don't do it. Okay, what's my rate?
0.07.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're moving the decimal 2 places to the left, and we get 0.079. And then it's for how long? 2 years. Okay. So if you guys will do this in Desmos, that way you can have practice. You're inputting it into the formula. So the principal, 28,600 times 1. So the 1 is making you include the $28,600 in the answer. Plus, oh, sorry, what? You're good. And this is for 2 years. Okay. 28,600 times 1. If I just multiplied 28,600 times 0.079, that's just going to tell me the amount of interest. The 1 is including the $28,600 in the answer. So 1 plus 0.079. This is going to be to the second power. Okay, so how much will you have to pay the bank back? Good. $33,297.29. So if I just told you that, how would I figure out how much interest I paid? If this is, do what? So, I'm sorry. One more time. What would I do? This is, okay, this is how much I'm paying back. This is how much I borrowed. How would I figure out the total amount of interest I paid? Yes. I don't know why, but I thought somebody said division. I was like, no. No. So minus 28,600. That's too many zeros. So how much interest did we pay? Okay, so I took the total amount that I paid back minus the amount that I borrowed. And so I'm left with $4,697.29. This is how much interest I paid the bank. They made a bunch of money off my loan. Right? Okay. And then if you're watching this video and I'm going too fast, please rewind or stop it or rewatch sections you have questions about. Okay, third problem, and then we're going to look at a star, like a compound interest or an interest star test problem. That way you can know what that looks like. So different color, green. All right. Okay, so we want to identify our principal, our rate, the amount of time. Says you invest. Now this time you're the one that's going to be earning the money. They're going to be paying you because you're investing. That means you're the one that has the money and someone else is using your money. So if you invest $21,000 at 13.6% interest compounded quarterly, and we don't really need this information for this particular problem. How much will it be worth after 4 years? Okay, so what is my P value there? 21,000, good. That's how much you're letting somebody borrow. And then what is, sorry, I just had to move that. 4 years. My percentage is 13.6. Whoopsie. Yeah, so it's going to be moving 2 decimal places to the left. My rate will be 0.136. So I'm going to input that into my formula, my compound interest formula. I'm going to move down here so I have room. So we are doing the total amount of money that I'm going to have after this 4 years is the principal, bless you, times 1 plus the rate plus, and my exponent is going to be what on this one? How many years? 4 years. All right. This is going to calculate how much money you will have total at the end of 4 years, including the $21,000 that you invested. Plus, okay, plus parentheses 1. Oh, nope. We don't want to add that. We want to multiply that. Are you guys solving this on your own as well? Oh, good. Okay. So my total amount that I'll have after the 4 years, 34,972 and 98 cents. So my total amount there, that's actually very good because only 4 years and you almost doubled your investment. That's very good. Now you have 34,972. You really didn't have to do anything. Whoever borrowed the money from you did the work. Is it legal for what? Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yes, that is legal. Have you ever watched Shark Tank? Or
let somebody borrow